welcoming all of you in a bachelor degree and a master's class for this class of analysis of Pentateuch theology. Lastly, we have introduced some views, some analysis on the period before Moses and before we get the script. And we cannot delay on that point. Let us come immediately to what we need. So we can see in Pentateuch books the introduction of Genesis starting by the beginning and the creation of the universe. And the sixth day, we found the creation of man. So, in this creation of man, we found that God created a man who is called Adam first. I want students to analyze Adam. Okay? How far from the creation of Adam to the creation of Eve? This period that we don't found in the Bible, you can see the writer is writing immediately like a story, but we don't found every details. So I think it's better to analyze this as a student. How far and why? So it is not very difficult, but we see that God is focusing by revelation of this scripture. God is focusing on some point. Okay, from Adam to Eve, second element that we need to analyze as a student. How old was Adam, for example? So it is also some question which seems to be like nonsense, but it makes sense. How old Adam is supposed to be from the creation up to the creation of Eve? It's also a point that we need to discuss on. So one of these points also that we can analyze. Foundationally, Eve is created and Adam is there. So, but we can see that Satan appeared to Eve, and we don't found immediately the details if it was in the mind, if it was alive, and so on. But we know that he appeared like a serpent. So, if he appears like a serpent, it's physically represented in the snake. Satan is physically represented in the snake, and what can be also a fact will be that they were able to listen the language of the animals. So Eve is created. We found the scripture immediately that says that it is stated that Satan came to seduce or to lie Eve, by asking some questions. And finally, Eve fell by being tempted by Satan and tried to test God. And if the fall of man starts, not only when Eve has eaten the fruit, but the fall of man starts from the time Adam has eaten the fruit. I need to understand very well. I focus on this as student. You need to understand that the fall of man starts from the time Adam has eaten the fruit, and not from the time Eve has eaten the fruit. So, when Eve has eaten the fruit, she was justified in Adam as her redeemer. But when Adam has fallen, so Eve also has fallen, because the redeemer has fallen. So you will have time to analyze this. Adam, the redeemer of Eve, has fallen, so both of them, they become naked. You need to understand this point. So by this, the sin entered. So if you understand and analyze this, it will give you a sense of what you need to analyze. And when you have a sense of what you need to analyze, you will have better to develop your understanding and respond to some questions that people can challenge you with. So this is what I'm asking you as a student, and you need to emphasize on them. And also, whether you emphasize on them, it will help you. So By this, we need to make sure that we understand this analysis. We need to understand this analysis, and it will help us to make the basic understanding of what we need to lay on. So the sin entered through Adam, but the salvation has come through another way. So by this, especially the book of Genesis chapter 3, we found that the fall of man and also the promise of the salvation start. So from this book, from this chapter 3 of Genesis, we found the fall of man and the promise of salvation. So by next session, we'll continue with the promise of salvation. Let us stop by there, and also we welcome your comments by this channel, and we'll have to discuss together. Thank you very much. May God bless you.